The Earth is home to many powerful beasts. Today, we're not just talking about strength, we're talking about raw, untamed power. Forget everything you think you know about being strong. We're about to dive deep into the animal kingdom to find the undisputed champions of strength, titans of tenacity, beasts of brawn. This isn't just about who's the biggest or who's the baddest. It's about breaking down what strength truly means. So grab your shaker cup. Get comfortable. Prepare to be humbled. You see, strength isn't a one-size-fits-all deal. It's not just about how much you can bench in the gym. It's power, leverage, endurance, pure, unadulterated grit. All right, let's kick things off with a classic measure of raw power, the bench press. The ultimate how much can you move test. Our first honorable mention is the silverback gorilla. A full-grown silverback has the upper body power of several elite human athletes combined. Scientists estimate they can press something around 4,000 pounds. That's like benching a mid-sized car. For reps. This strength isn't just for show. It's a tool for survival, for defending their family, protecting the troop. Their anatomy is built for explosive power. Thick bones, massive arm muscles, a wide anchoring back. They can rip through thick bamboo and deliver chest-beating displays that warn and intimidate. The gorilla's pressing strength is legendary. Next up, the grizzly bear. Pure, untamed force. A grizzly can flip rocks weighing 700–800 pounds with one paw. Functional, explosive pressing power. Built for digging, for fighting, for asserting dominance. They excavate dens, take down moose, and defend territory. Among the elite, undisputed champion, the African elephant. Not the legs, the trunk. Ranking the bench press barons. Who's the strongest? Let's count down. 3, 2, 1. A trunk made of over 40,000 muscles. Your whole body has about 600. Let that sink in. It can pick up a single blade of grass, then lift and press 600, 700+ pounds, like a world-class powerlifter with its nose. It uproots trees, clears paths, and defends its young. Not just a push, it can lift, push, pull, grapple. When bulls fight, trunks clash with earth-shaking force. The gorilla and grizzly are titans, but the elephant operates on a different level. Its trunk is a biological marvel, brute force and fine control. For pure pressing power, the crown belongs to the African elephant. All hail the king. Let's switch gears. We've seen absolute power. Now, the lift-to-body weight ratio, where the little guys shine. Honorable mention, the rhinoceros beetle, a tiny tank in a suit of armor. It can carry, lift, or drag up to 850 times its body weight. That's like a 180-pound person hauling over 150,000 pounds. A blue whale, or a fully loaded semi-truck. Males use massive horns to lift and toss rivals, pure leverage and power in a 2-inch frame. Next, the leafcutter ant. A single ant can carry leaf fragments up to 50 times its body weight. Their powerful mandibles slice leaves with incredible shearing force, one of the strongest bites for size. Then they hoist the load overhead and carry it for miles. Strength plus insane endurance. But the undisputed pound-for-pound king is the dung beetle. Yeah, I said it. The dung beetle. Don't laugh. It can push a ball over 1,141 times its own mass. 1,141 times. That's a 180-pound person pushing 205,000 pounds, about 6 fully loaded school buses. By yourself. The force they generate feels like it breaks the rules of physics. Males roll these massive spheres to impress females, then bury them as food for future offspring. They push over rough terrain, up hills, and away from thieves, day in, day out. Their legs and exoskeleton maximize leverage and force, a Herculean design. Respect to the rhino beetle and the leafcutter ant, but this weight class is owned by a single champion. In relative strength, the dung beetle is a god, a giant killer, the Geo8. The rightful owner of the crown for the highest lift-to-body weight ratio. Respect. All right, let's talk about a different kind of strength. We're moving on from lifting and pressing. This is about pure, raw, suffocating power. The squeeze. In the gym, we call it isometric strength. Maximum force without movement. In the wild, it's survival and dominance. Honorable mention, the king cobra. Not just venom, physical power too. When it strikes, it doesn't just bite and release. It holds on, chews, and controls prey with body and neck muscles. A calculated, powerful display. Respect the game. Then the reticulated python, one of the longest snakes alive, a living rope of steel cable. It tightens with every exhalation, cutting off blood flow and inducing a rapid blackout. A slow, methodical grind. Inescapable once it begins. Now the main event. The green anaconda, a titan of the Amazon, a legend of the wetlands. When it decides to eat, nothing is safe. Caiman, capybaras, even jaguars. Studies show a large green anaconda can exert over 90 pounds per square inch, like having a school bus parked on your chest. A killing machine perfected over millions of years, sheer mass and musculature. They can weigh over 550 pounds, dense coils dragging prey under, using the environment to advantage. Then the squeeze begins, a full-body coordinated contraction. It's the ultimate expression of grappling strength, nature's ultimate submission hold. Pythons and cobras are specialists, but they can't match the anaconda's pressure and mass. This is the champion, the pinnacle of constricting force. True strength isn't always explosive. Sometimes it's the power that refuses to let go. The anaconda doesn't need to be fast, just stronger. The true king of the squeeze. All right, a different kind of strength. Not how much you lift or how hard you hit, it's how much you can take. It's grit, getting knocked down over and over and getting right back up. This is durability, the will to survive. First up, the camel. A true desert warrior, surviving the harshest deserts for weeks, sometimes months without water. Humps aren't water, they're fat, an onboard power pack for when you hit the wall. Now the tardigrade, the water bear. Invisible to the eye, durability off the charts. Boiled, frozen, exposed to vacuum, blasted with radiation, and it keeps going. It enters cryptobiosis, shutting down until conditions improve. Legend. But the crown for durability? The cockroach. Not glamorous, but respect the hustle. A cockroach can live a week without its head, breathing through spiracles, dying only from dehydration. Incredible exoskeletons, they withstand pressure up to 900 times their body weight. They flatten and squeeze into tiny cracks, almost impossible to crush. 10 to 15 times human radiation tolerance. Not a blast, but the fallout? They endure. Pressure, poison, decapitation, radiation. The cockroach isn't just a contender, it's the champion. Hands down. Respect. All right, let's get to the big one. Literally. Sometimes strength is just being the most dominant presence. Mass, volume, an environment-shaping body. The super heavyweights, walking, breathing mountains of muscle, bone, and power. A modern dinosaur, the saltwater crocodile, the largest living reptile. Big males exceed 20 feet and can weigh over a ton. Size lets it take down water buffalo. A low-slung missile of muscle and armor. Humbling to witness. Look up. The tallest mammal, the giraffe, up to 19 feet tall. Its heart is 25 pounds and 2 feet long, a powerhouse pump. That towering neck is both reach and weapon, devastating in combat. But one animal dwarfs them all, the biggest creature ever to live, the blue whale. It makes a T-Rex look like a pet lizard. Over 100 feet long, up to 200 tons, that's 400,000 pounds. Its heart is car-sized, its tongue weighs an elephant. You could swim through its arteries. Every heartbeat and tail thrust moves the ocean. Flukes as wide as a small airplane's wings. When we say biggest and baddest, there's no debate. Croc is king, giraffe a tower, but the blue whale is a god. the undefeated heavyweight champion, a king of kings. And that's a wrap on our Strength Showdown. What a lineup of absolute beasts. The African elephant, champion of pure pressing power with its incredible trunk. The dung beetle, pound-for-pound king, lifting over 1,000 times its weight. The green anaconda, the master of constriction. The cockroach, the ultimate survivor. And the blue whale, the undisputed heavyweight of sheer size. Strength comes in all forms. Which impressed you most, the beetle's ratio or the whale's size? Drop a comment, hit like, subscribe for more epic animal feats, keep putting in the work, stay strong, and we'll see you in the next one.